Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Jenia. In today's video we're going to be focusing mainly on the living room area as well as a little bit on the entryway, doing some cleaning, deep cleaning in particular, a little bit of organizing and just some decluttering here and there, as well as undecorating this space because the fall is over. Is it over? Not sure, but I decided to undecorate while I have the time. Just enjoy a little bit of a simple look without any decor before we hit the Christmas season. I wasn't planning not even for a minute to decorate for Christmas season yet. I just wanted to take Halloween decor down, and then it hit me that we are in November and some people are starting to decorate for Christmas, I'm sure, right? I'm very excited about Christmas this year. I'll talk to you more about it a little bit later. But right now we're going to start in the living room. It is not the worst it has ever been. I need to reorganize this TV stand. There's a lot of miscellaneous stuff that does not belong in here. I wasn't even going to touch the shoe area, but it was hurting my eyes and I'm gonna have to reorganize the entire thing, put the summer shoes away. There's a lot of clutter on the above the fireplace area. This room needs dusting and vacuuming, and this couch is in desperate need of deep cleaning. I have not touched that couch since before I had my boys, which is almost 3 months now, and we have had a lot of guests. Friends, relatives, visitors. This couch has had a lot of people sitting on it, a lot of kids messing it up. Even though it is dark, you can see just how nasty and disgusting it is. I'll show you when I get to deep cleaning it. But anyways, if you are new, my name is Jenia. I am a mother to 4. My daughter is 4, my son is 2. 3 months ago, I had twin boys, and life has been pretty interesting. On this channel, you will see plenty of mom life motivation, a lot of real life messes, organizing and decluttering. From time to time, I like doing a DIY project, as well as some recipes. Only the ones that turn out good, obviously. I wouldn't share anything other than that with you. So let's get some cleaning done, and of course, as always, I'll talk to you throughout the video. We have this shoe area technically still in the living room, but close to our back door there in the kitchen and close to our garage door, which we use to come into the house. So this is the spot that makes the most sense to me to keep the shoes for the kids mostly. My husband has more shoes than me and he keeps them in the garage because our cat actually likes chewing on shoes. I have received a comment suggesting that it might be lack of attention issue, and I really thought about that and came to a conclusion that maybe, but most likely not. She has always been doing that, and especially when she was doing that a couple of years ago, I was the one lacking attention from her because at that time she was actually allowed to go outside at our old house and she was hardly ever home, and I was missing her terribly. She would always sleep with us in bed and still does. Basically all those little things, I just know that she is not neglected and she just has this love for chewing shoes. Maybe she is a dog after all, I don't know. But she doesn't really touch kids' shoes quite as much, and so we feel safe to keep them here in the living room. I'm going to tidy up the shoes, put whatever needs to go into the garage, declutter a couple of pairs, and just organize the rest on this shelf based on what the kids are going to be wearing next season, or this season, this festive cold Christmas season. I was too lazy to go upstairs and get my hand vacuum to actually get rid of all of this dirt. I decided to just use my microfiber cloth, so I was just trying to hurry up a little bit and get as much done as possible before I have to go and pick up my daughter from preschool.
Your arms around me and I let you know how it feels
and so I figured a few pairs of shoes that we're not going to wear anytime soon we are going to put into the garage area. Here's the garage area, and it's easier for me to keep the out of season shoes for the kids and for myself, and my husband keeps most of his shoes here as well as in our master closet upstairs, and that is where he keeps dress up shoes. And then these few pairs from my daughter I'm going to donate. These bags are to donate, and while I was in the entryway area, it sucked me in. I started reorganizing some coats and just, tidying up a little. I was trying not to get completely sucked in, but it's really quite hard to do sometimes. If you've got so much to do in your house and you finally got a free minute, it feels like you just want to get everything done, organize every single little corner, and then before you know it, you are out of time. So in this closet, we keep all of our winter coats, and then on that brown wood hanger in the corner, I decided to put all of the kids' coats. That is the only area they can reach. And here on these black hooks, I decided to just throw all of our diaper bags for now. I have a problem with my husband's hats all over the house. I bought a few hooks specifically for that from Temu, and I'm really excited about those because they can fit multiple hats on one. So I'm looking forward to really just finding a few places for his hats that end up all over the house all the time. I'm picking up all the fall decorations with me as I'm going through the areas. I wasn't sure what season those little branches in that little black vase were supposed to be, so I left the fluffy ones in. I'm pretty sure people use them in a winter decor, but maybe not. I am not that pro at decorating at all. I'm gonna look through some branches I have for winter. I'm really hoping to find something big enough to put into that beautiful vase or pot, whatever you call it, the one that's on the shoe organizer. But to be honest with you, I don't really have that much of just winter branches. I'm going to need to visit Hobby Lobby. I've never been much of a decorator, but I do like just a few branches here and there, I would say, like in a vase or a pot. I'm hoping they sell something like that at Hobby Lobby.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin, even with my eyes still closed.
Hey guys, so this is how we're gonna leave the house while we go and pick up Anya from school. We'll come back and continue cleaning. Hopefully we'll get to the couch, deep cleaning the couch too. Okay, we're now back from picking up Anya. I'm going to continue taking off all of the decorations from the above the fireplace area, and I have 2 lanterns over there. There is no need to have 2, but I don't really have many more decorations. Like I said, I'm not much of a decorator. I find that sometimes I really do want to decorate for a little bit, and then it just kind of the desire goes away. I guess it isn't for everybody. I do like how other people decorate, but when it comes to me, I just don't find myself being any good at it. But then I saw some something on Instagram the other day and it completely made sense to me. And the woman said something like she's trying to understand how all of the moms or other women are decorating their houses for different seasons while she can't even keep on top of her house being clean enough or tidy enough. I think that's exactly what it is. I feel like I can decorate after my house is tidy and clean, but not just for 1 minute after cleanup, but when I can figure out how to keep it tidy and looking clean most of the time. And that time never seems to be arriving. I do not want to be blaming my kids, but at the same time I don't want to be lying to myself. Having toddlers in the house does attribute to it being messy, so I feel like you first need to learn how to keep your house clean and tidy, and then you can think about decorating. But with that being said, of course I'm going to be decorating for Christmas, and while I have small kids, I am still going to be making some seasonal decor, just not a lot of it, keeping it simple and minimal, changing my seasonal branches. That's just what makes me feel good. Feel free to let me know how you are yourself. Are you a big of a decorator? Do you have those little decor pieces all over your house making it look cute and beautiful? And if you are, did it take you time to learn that, or did it just kind of come naturally? Maybe you learned it from going through magazines a lot and just watching some kind of shows on TV. I wonder if decorating well is a skill that you're born with, or if it's something that you can learn, even if you don't think that you're any good at it. I find it very useful to just bring my son's clothes from time to time here downstairs because his bedroom is upstairs. As my kids go through the day, I find that Anya stays pretty clean. Even if she does get her clothes dirty, she can always go upstairs and change herself. But when it comes to my 2-year-old Max, I have to change his clothes about 2 to 3 times a day, shorts and just shirts. I find it pretty practical to just keep a few changing outfits down here in this bin. I've also been bringing a bunch of socks here downstairs because you never seem to be looking for them upstairs. Every time you need socks is when you're downstairs putting on kids' shoes.
Waking up to my heartbeat, accompanied by the rain, the soreness in my eyes is not very surprising. This room is still uncharted, but as soon as I get started, I'll send you
one miscellaneous bin on top of the other. Way too much clutter on this organizer that does not belong even in this room. Sorry about the camera setting, it's been a little bit blurry. It doesn't happen very often, but I'll make sure I'll watch it. As I went through all of those little things, decluttering them, it made me remember that I wanted to share with you a decluttering method that has been working for me for months now. That is called a halfway home. That is when you just pick up everything that you think you might need to declutter, but you're not sure you're attached to those things. A lot of times when it comes to me, I feel like I get so motivated by watching somebody doing a huge declutter on YouTube, or just by starting to declutter something gets you into this real decluttering mood that you just want to really declutter big, you know? That happens to me at least. But then at the same time, I do over declutter sometimes, if there is such a thing. There has been a few times when I was really sorry that I decluttered a few things, and so halfway home really does work for me. That is when you get those things and you put them into your garage or in the basement somewhere where you don't see them often at all. Basically out of sight, out of mind, and you keep them there for a couple of months. It really is up to you. But the point is, if you don't need those things, that you're not going to be looking for any of them. If you have not used them for a few months, then you probably don't need them. I would be careful if you're doing that with seasonal things though. I found that a lot of times at the end of summer, I would declutter a lot of summer clothes thinking that I won't need it, and then the next summer comes and I'm thinking, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, I am all up for decluttering. It's just that when it comes to me, I over declutter. It does happen to me. So I went to the basement the other day looking for something else, and I came across one of those boxes that were supposed to be decluttered originally, and I found my favorite pants that I'm now wearing absolutely every day. But at the same time, all the rest of the stuff in that box was just supposed to be out of the house, and I was surprised that it was still laying there. I did put that all for donation. I also have a relative coming to visit me often, and she seems to love to take pretty much anything I offer to her that I might not need anymore to use in my house, and I gladly revisit those boxes every time she visits, and that way I end up not even having any of that stuff waiting for me for months. When you give something you are not going to use to somebody that you know will use, and you actually see that person, as opposed to just donating it, you don't know what's going to happen to your stuff. When you actually see that person being excited about that stuff, that makes you feel really good, you know. I decluttered a bunch of stuff this way, but anyway, that halfway home method really works for me. A few months later, you go and revisit that box. If you haven't thought about the stuff inside of it, just, you know, donate it. But decluttering experts that I learned this method from suggest not to even look through that box, just declutter the whole thing. And like I said, that's the only thing that I changed about my method, is I do look through that box, and a lot of times I actually find the things that I love, but for some reason decided to declutter when I was in one of those like really strong decluttering moods, you know. As we're done with the living room, let me show you the after pictures. We're coming back here right the next day and actually deep cleaning the couch. I put some of the mismatched shoes for Anya into this little black bin. I'm sure they're somewhere around and will turn up very soon. We have a whole box of stuff that is fall decor that needs to be taken downstairs to the basement. Using my Bissell Upholstery cleaner, I love this thing, and this is the brush, one of the two that it comes with. So let's see if it's going to take all of those nasty stains out of this couch today. I have stopped allowing any drinks or any food in the living room for the kids. I did that right after I had my twins, and this made a tremendous difference. I don't know what I had been waiting for before, although I did mention that I had not cleaned this couch since before I had my twins, so it is still dirty from the time. So it is still dirty, has been dirty for months now, and I just wanted to go through the top of the couch, kind of not really spending 2 hours cleaning it, because again, I had to be somewhere, so I had to leave soon. But I did go through all of the nastiest parts of this couch, and based on how many times I've cleaned this couch, and remember that it's not even a year old, but every time I clean it, the water comes out so black and dirty. I feel like I need to clean it at least 7 more times for the water just to be lightly brownish or something. It has been suggested that it may be the fabric coloring, and I do agree, but at the same time, I feel like you can actually see the stains on this couch. A lot of it is dirt, and whatever comes out today, it actually is dirt, because I feel like all the fabric coloring, if that's what it was before that made my water black, I feel like it must have come out by now, and right now it's purely dirt. Anyway, I love this cleaner, worth every penny. The mental satisfaction you experience after you see that dirt that you know was a minute ago in your furniture, it just feels amazing to me.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like, oh yeah. You never leave my thoughts alone, yeah. You're the reason I'm going down my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You always make me feel like, oh yeah. You never leave my thoughts alone, yeah. You're the reason I'm going down my mind. I just
Of all the things that are shiny and new, I'm the dull stone at the bottom of a pool, tossed by the jealous waves of the sea. I'm not as strong as I appear to be. Drowned by the deepest depths of the lake, I lay alone in the darkest place. In my sorrow, dream of the sun. I just wanna be the shiny one.
If possible, I'll try to deep clean that couch more often. I wonder if there's ever going to be a day when I've cleaned it enough times and the water comes out almost clean. Probably not. But anyways, I'm gonna show you what the couch is looking like. Still wet and then almost dry. And then there's a spot that I guess it looks like paint. Don't remember having paint on this couch, but apparently something happened. This mark just would not come off no matter what, so I don't know. But I went downstairs to pick out what I have for winter decor. I brought all of my branches upstairs and I didn't want to have those vases empty, so I guess I'm decorating for Christmas already. But this is all I have so far. I'm gonna have to, like I said, go to Hobby Lobby and buy some winter branches without going crazy, without buying too much, just because I have another vase upstairs where I like to keep really big, nice, tall branches, and I need to update that one as well. I like simple look and I love a red color. Anyways, I went to Costco the other day and I bought these Christmas pillows, $10 each. I guess when Christmas is over, I'll just get some covers and put them onto those pillows to reuse them as well. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye now.